December 14th, 1996, Saturday night, 11:37 p.m. Manhattan, Midtown, 53rd Street between 6th and 7th Avenue. The restaurant's closing, the bar's filling, the city transitioning from dinner to nightlife. Biggie's leaving Il Postino, Italian restaurant, expensive, the kind where a meal costs what some people make in a week. He's with 3 people, Puffy, 2 bodyguards. They just finished a business dinner, discussing life after death. Album's almost done. Release dates set for March. Everything's coming together. But Biggie's tired, the kind of tired that sleep doesn't fix. They walk out onto 53rd Street. Cold night, December in Manhattan. Bone-deep cold that makes you walk faster. The bodyguards are already moving toward the black Suburban. Engine running, heat on, waiting. Biggie stops. Not suddenly, just stops walking. Puffy notices. "Big, you good?" Biggie's looking at something. Someone, on the sidewalk, 20 feet away, sitting against the building. Cardboard under him, blanket over his shoulders, sign in front of him, handwritten, marker, "Vietnam veteran, hungry, anything helps, God bless." The man is old, 60 maybe older, hard to tell. Streets age people. He's thin, too thin. Coat that's seen better years. Gloves with holes, hat pulled low. But his eyes are up, looking at people walking past, making eye contact, not aggressive, not demanding, just there, just present, just asking. "Big, come on, it's cold." Puffy's already at the car. Biggie doesn't move, just stands there. Something about this man, something familiar, not the face, the posture, the dignity despite circumstances, the military bearing even while homeless, even while begging, even while invisible to everyone walking past. "Give me a minute." Biggie walks toward the man. The bodyguards tense, not sure what's happening. Homeless people are unpredictable. This is Midtown Manhattan. You don't engage. You don't stop. But Biggie's already there, standing in front of the sign. "Evening." The veteran's voice is rough. Decades of cigarettes. Or cold. Or both. But polite. Respectful. "Anything helps, sir." Biggie doesn't pull out money. Not yet. "You really a veteran?" The man nods. "Yes, sir. 1st Cavalry Division, 68 to 69, Vietnam, Central Highlands. Infantry?" "Yes, sir. 11 Bravo. Grunt work." Biggie nods. His father was military. Long time ago. Before he left. Before everything fell apart. But Biggie remembers the stories. Remembers the respect his mother always had for people who served. "You served in combat?" "Yes, sir. Tet Offensive, 68. Saw a lot. Did a lot. Came home different than I left." The veteran's eyes are clear, honest, not looking for sympathy, just stating facts. "What's your name?" "William. William Patterson. But people call me Bill." "Bill, I'm Christopher. People call me Big." Biggie doesn't say Biggie Smalls. Doesn't say the Notorious B.I.G. Just Christopher. Just a person talking to another person. Bill doesn't recognize him. Doesn't know who he is. Just sees a large man in expensive clothes stopping to talk when everyone else walks past. "Nice to meet you, Christopher. How long you been out here?" Biggie asks. Not judgmental. Just asking. "On the streets?" Bill thinks. 8 years. Give or take. Lost track somewhere around year 5. 8 years. Biggie repeats it. Processing. "What happened, if you don't mind me asking?" Bill doesn't mind. Seems grateful someone's asking. Came back from Vietnam in 69. Had PTSD before they called it PTSD. Just called it being messed up back then. Couldn't hold a job. Couldn't sleep. Couldn't be around people. Drank too much. Lost my wife. Lost my kids. Lost my house. Lost everything. Been on the streets since 88. 8 years now. You got family? Someone who could help. Had a wife. Had 2 kids. Daughter and a son. Haven't seen them in 12 years. They don't know where I am. Probably better that way. Don't want them see me like this." Bill pulls his blanket tighter. "You eat today?" Biggie asks. "Had some soup. Church on 49th. They do lunch on Saturdays. Good people there." Bill's grateful. Even for soup. "That's it? Just soup?" Biggie's voice has an edge now. Not anger. Sadness. This man served. This man fought. And the country forgot him. Left him on a sidewalk with a cardboard sign. "It's enough. I'm grateful for what I get." Bill's dignity is intact. Even homeless. Even hungry. Even forgotten. Biggie looks at him. Really looks at him. Sees his father. Sees veterans his mother helped. Sees a human being who deserved better. He reaches into his pocket. Pulls out his wallet. Thick with cash. Takes out $500. Hands it to Bill. Bill's eyes go wide. "Sir, that's too much. I can't." "Take it. Get some food. Get somewhere warm for the night. Please." Biggie's voice is firm. Bill takes the money, hand shaking, not from cold, from emotion. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Biggie's about to walk away. Mission accomplished. Good deed done. But something stops him. $500 helps tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe a week. But then what? Then Bill's back here. Back on this sidewalk. Back with nothing, and Biggie will be in his mansion, and Bill will still be here, forgotten. Biggie looks down at his wrist, his watch, Rolex Presidential, 18-karat gold, diamond bezel, bought it 6 months ago, $35,000. Wore it to feel successful, to show the world he's somebody. It's heavy on his wrist, always heavy, expensive heavy. He unclasps it, slides it off, holds it. The metal is warm from his skin. The diamonds catch the streetlight, sparkle. $35,000 on his wrist for 6 months. And Bill's been on this street for 8 years. Bill, give me your hand. Biggie's voice is quiet, certain. Bill extends his hand. Confused, Biggie places the watch in his palm, closes Bill's fingers around it. What is this? Bill looks down, sees the Rolex, eyes go wide. Sir, I can't. This is too much. It's a watch, worth about $35,000. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more. Depends on who you sell it to. Biggie's voice is calm, matter of fact. I can't take this. This is yours. Bill's trying to hand it back. Biggie steps back. Won't take it. You can take it. You will take it. You know why? Biggie's voice gets emotional now. Thick. Because you served. You fought for this country. You came home broken, and the country forgot you. Left you on the streets. Left you with nothing. And that's not right. That's not fair. And I can't fix all of it. I can't fix the VA. I can't fix PTSD. I can't fix 8 years of being forgotten. But I can give you this. And you can sell it. And you can get a place. And you can get help. And you can get off this street. Because you earned it. You earned better than this. And I'm not forgetting you. You understand? Bill's crying now. Can't help it. 8 years on the streets. 8 years of being invisible. 8 years of being forgotten. And this stranger just gave him $35,000. Just saw him. Just remembered him when everyone else forgot. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to thank you. Don't thank me. Just promise me you'll use it. Promise me you'll get help. Promise me you'll get off these streets. Can you promise me that? Biggie's voice is urgent. Needs to know this matters. I promise. I swear to God. I promise. I'll get help. I'll get off the streets. I promise. Bill clutches the watch. $35,000 in his hand. Good. That's all I need. Biggie steps back. Take care of yourself, Bill. Thank you for your service. Thank you. God bless you. What's your name? Your full name? I need to know who to pray for. Bill's standing now, holding the watch like it's sacred. Christopher Wallace. But don't worry about praying for me. Pray for yourself. Get yourself right. That's all I need. Biggie turns, walks toward the Suburban. Puffy and the bodyguards are standing there, mouths open, shocked. They saw the whole thing. Biggie gets in the car, doesn't say anything. Puffy gets in beside him. Did you just give that man your Rolex? Yeah. Big, that watch cost. I know what it cost. And he needed it more than I do. They drive away, back to Brooklyn. And on 53rd Street, Bill Patterson stands alone, holding a Rolex, crying. 8 years of invisibility ending in one moment. December 15th, 1996. Sunday morning, Bill walks into a pawn shop on 8th Avenue. Opens at 10. He's been waiting outside since 8. Hasn't slept. Too afraid the watch will get stolen. Too afraid he'll wake up and it'll be a dream. The owner looks at the watch. It's real. I'll give you $20,000. Cash. Right now. Okay. Yes. $28,000. Bill doesn't negotiate. Needs the money now. The owner counts out $28,000. Hands them to Bill. Bill walks out with more money than he's seen in 8 years. He goes to a bank. Opens an account. Deposits $25,000. Keeps $3,000 cash. Gets a hotel room. Chelsea Hotel. $60 a night. Gets a room for a week. First time sleeping in a bed in 8 years. He showers for an hour. Just stands under hot water. Crying. Washing 8 years of streets off his skin. 8 years of dirt. 8 years of shame. All washing down the drain. Over the next 2 months, Bill uses the money carefully. Gets into a veterans program. Treatment for PTSD. Therapy. Medication. Group sessions. Starts healing. Actually healing. Gets a studio apartment in Queens. $500 a month. Uses the rest to get stable. To build a foundation. By March 1997, Bill Patterson has been off the streets for 3 months. Has an apartment. Has treatment. Has stability. Has hope. All because of Christopher Wallace. March 9th, 1997. Bill's in his apartment in Queens, watching television, evening news. The Notorious B.I.G. shot and killed in Los Angeles. The photo on screen. Christopher Wallace. Bill's mind stopped. Christopher Wallace, the man who gave him the Rolex, is the Notorious B.I.G., the famous rapper? And he's dead? Shot? Bill stares at the screen, recognizes him. That's Christopher, the man from 53rd Street, and he's dead. 24 years old. Bill starts crying. He never got to say thank you. Never got to tell Christopher what happened. That he got off the streets. That he got help. That he kept his promise. And now Christopher's dead. He writes a letter to Voletta Wallace, Biggie's mother, introduces himself, explains what happened. December 14th, 1996, 53rd Street, the Rolex, the promise, the help, the life saved. Your son saved my life. I need you to know that. I need you to know what he did. I need you to know he was a good man, a kind man, and I'm alive because of him. And I never got to say thank you. He mails the letter. Doesn't know if it'll reach her. Doesn't know if she'll read it, but he needs to try. Voletta receives the letter, reads it, cries. She knew Christopher had a good heart, but this, a homeless veteran, a Rolex, $35,000, just given away. No cameras, no publicity, just kindness. She writes back, thanks Bill. Tells him Christopher would be happy he kept his promise. You're living the life my son wanted for you. That's the best thank you could give him. Bill keeps the letter, frames it, hangs it in his studio apartment, next to a photo of Biggie, the man who saved him, the man he never got to thank. Years pass. Bill stays stable, stays in treatment, gets a job, part-time at first, then full-time, security guard, night shift, quiet work, steady work, work that keeps him stable, work that keeps him alive. 2003, 6 years after Biggie's death, Bill wants to do something, wants to tell someone, wants the world to know what Christopher Wallace did. Bill contacts New York One, tells them he has a story about the Notorious B.I.G., about something nobody knows. They do the story, air it in March 2003, 6-year anniversary. Homeless veteran says Biggie Small saved his life with a Rolex. Bill tells the story, December 14th, 1996. The conversation, the Rolex, the promise, the life changed, the thank you he never got to give. The story goes viral. Other stations pick it up. CNN, BET, MTV. The story spreads. Millions see it. Millions hear about Biggie giving away a $35,000 Rolex to a homeless veteran. Millions understand that Christopher Wallace was more than the music, was a human being who saw suffering and help. Bill Patterson becomes known as the veteran Biggie saved, gets invited to speak, gets interviewed, tells the story again and again, because Christopher Wallace saved his life, and the least Bill can do is make sure people know. 2023. Bill Patterson is 83 years old, still alive, still stable, still off the streets. 27 years since that December night. He's interviewed for a documentary about Biggie's life. People ask me all the time, what was Biggie really like? Bill says to the camera, and I tell them, he was kind. He was real. He didn't see a homeless veteran. He saw a person. He saw someone who served, someone who deserved better. And he gave me better. He gave me a chance. He gave me my life back. Not because he had to. Not because anyone was watching. Just because he cared. That's who Christopher Wallace was. That's who Biggie Smalls was. Not just the music. Not just the fame. But the humanity. The kindness. The heart. And I'm alive today because of him. I'm here because he stopped. Because he talked, because he gave, and I'll tell the story until I die, because the world needs to know. Christopher Wallace was a hero, my hero, and I never got to thank him, but I can make sure his kindness lives on. That's my thank you. That's all I can give. That's the story of the Rolex, the story of December 14th, 1996. The story of Christopher Wallace and William Patterson. The story of a $35,000 watch that saved a life. The story of kindness without cameras. The story of humanity without credit. The story of Biggie Smalls being more than Biggie Smalls. Being Christopher. Being human. Being someone who saw suffering and help. Who saw a veteran and remembered when the country forgot. Who gave everything he had on his wrist to give someone else a chance at life. And how that one moment changed everything for someone who thought change was impossible. That's the real legacy. Not the platinum records. Not the #1 albums. Not the fame. But the veteran who's still alive. Still telling the story. Still saying thank you to a man who's been dead for 27 years. That's Biggie. That's Christopher. That's the truth.